SQL Server built-in users and schema. My name is Vahankar and I welcome you on our YouTube channel Decode ITES. Decode ITS provides you single learning platform for multiple IT technologies. Today's topics are SQL Server built-in users and schema, what is schema, and details about DBO, guest, sys, and information schema. SQL Server built-in users and schema. SQL Server comes up with some built-in users and schemas. Each of these users and schemas has its own function and purpose in SQL Server. DBO, GAST, SYS, and information schema are the built-in users and schemas comes up with SQL Server setup. What is schema and how it different from user? Schema and user is completely different. The user is to connect to database and access database objects, where schema is a collection of database objects. Schema can be considered as container of database objects. You can assign permissions to schema and same will be inherited to all objects under that. Schema can be owned by database principals and one database principal can own multiple schemas. Schema allows to group all objects under one umbrella, and later security and audit policies can be applied to schema and inherited to database objects. This means you can apply your security and audit policies on schema and same will be inherited to all objects under that schema. As mentioned, SQL Server comes up with some built-in schemas and users are free to create their own schemas if they want. Change default schema. Each user has one default schema which is referenced by default on user action. DBO is the default schema for all users and DBA can change it from user properties if required. You can go to user properties and you can change the schema to the appropriate one if DBO is not the correct schema for that user. How to change the default schema of particular user? To do this, you need to go to your database. In database, you need to go to user, and for particular user, you need to go to properties, and in properties, in general tab, you can see the default schema is mentioned as DBO. DBO is the default schema by default. You can browse the schema and change the schema for this user. So let's move it to guest. And now SQL test is configured to use guest as a default schema. In last 13 years of experience, I never seen guest schema is in use. I just assign the guest schema just to show how you can change the schema of the user. You can change the required schema from here. Let's start with SQL Server built-in users and schemas. First is DBO. DBO user. DBO is database owner and added in database as DBO owner fixed database role. DBO can perform any operation on database because it's the owner of database. DBO of two different database has no relation other than similar name. DBO is a default user of SA and any sysadmin fixed login role. That means SA or sysadmin logins doesn't need any user on database to access database objects. These are super roles and they can override all security policies even when they need to connect to database for database configuration and object access. DBO user will work as their database user. Logins mapped on the database as DBO user will bypass security checks. DBO is super user and as and when any login is mapped to DBO, that user will bypass all security checks at database level. DBO user owns DBO schema. Now discuss DBO schema. DBO is default schema for any object created in database. By default, if any object is created by any user, it will goes to DBO schema. User can create objects other than DBO schema by mentioning schema in T-SQL. In case you require to change the schema or you want to create object in any other schema or you want to access object of other schemas, you need to mention a schema name in your T-SQL commands. You can change the default schema for the user from user properties. As discussed in last slide, you can change the default schema of particular user by going to user properties. Find logins associated with DBO. DBO is super user and it will override all the security checks at database level. DBAs need to ensure that appropriate logins are assigned to DBO, none other than that, because it will lead to data security and data access issues. You can use this query to review all logins which are associated with DBA user in particular database. How to check logins associated with DBO user? You can use this command to check logins associated with DBA user. To use this command, first you need to select the required database on which you want to perform a check. So we will select the database and we will run the command. So in our this database, dgot IT as administrator is mapped to DBO user. This is very helpful for DBAs to know which account is using DBO at database. Next is guest user and schema. Similar like DBO, it's available in each database by default. Guest user owns guest schema. Guest user is like public fixed server role. The only difference is guest is database scope and public server role is server scope. Like public server role is by default assigned to each login and permission assigned to public will automatically be inherited to all logins. Similarly, guest user is used by any login which doesn't have access on database or doesn't have appropriate user on database. Permissions assigned to guest will be applicable to all logins which are not having database users. Logins with no permission on database can connect to database using guest in background. In situation you want every login to have some permissions on database, you can assign it to guest. Guest user and schema cannot be dropped. MSA commands to ensure no permissions was assigned to guest user and kept it in disable mode. This is required to secure your system. Guest is very critical from DB security point of view and DBs need to maintain it very strictly because any login can connect to database using guest and DBs will not be aware about that. Verify if guest user is enabled on database. You can run this command and it will check on particular database if guest is enabled or disabled. How to check your guest user is enabled or disabled at database level. So you can use this command to check the guest user status. So when you run this command on particular database, it will show the status of guest user for that database. Let's check it for master. Yes, it's enabled for master. Let's move it to some user database. Oh, guest user is disabled here. So in this way, you can review your all database in SQL Server to check the guest status. One thing to note, guest is enabled for system databases by default and disabled for user databases by default. How to enable and disable guest user? Enabling and disabling guest user is little tricky in SQL Server because you will not get direct option of enabling and disabling this user. You need to grant or revoke connect permissions to enable or disable guest user. That means when you run grant connect to guest, it will enable the guest user and allows the grant permissions. And when you revoke the connect permissions from guest user, it automatically make it disable. How to enable or disable guest user? As discussed, it's little tricky in SQL Server because you will not get the option to enable or disable directly. So let's move to one of the database and see. Yeah, in this database, you can see guest is enabled, and yes, we are not getting any option to enable or disable. Similarly, in user properties, also there is no option to enable or disable guest user. Let's review the same from the script that we mentioned here. Yes, this script is also saying that guest is enabled for this database. What we will do now? We will revoke the connect permissions to disable the guest user. This query is completed. Let's run the script. Now you can see the guest user is disabled. Similarly, from here you can see guest is disabled now. To again enable it, you can run the grant command, and now you can check guest is again enabled. Similarly, from GUI, you can check this. Sys and information schema user and schema. The reason I kept both of them on single slide because they both serve the purpose of internal SQL Server objects with very minute difference. Both user and schemas are available in each database by default. Sys owns the Sys schema and information schema owns the information schema. No login is mapped to these users and both stayed in disable mode. Both schema are used by SQL Server for internal purpose. You cannot modify or drop it. You cannot create objects under this schema because they both are for internal SQL Server objects. Difference between sys and information schema. This is very required to know that why Microsoft create two user and schema for almost same kind of purpose. Sys owns all objects like tables, views, DMVs and DMFs. Approximately 200 objects are part of sys schema, where information schema are made for ANSI and ISO standards. Most of the RDBMS supports information schema views with similar information. This helps developers to develop code capable of working different RDBMS. Opposite to SYS, information schema supports only 21 objects. So primary difference between SYS and information schema is in other RDBMS, you will not find the sys schema and objects under sys schema because they are restricted to SQL Server only, whereas objects under information schema will be similar to other RDBMS and it helps developers to develop their code which can be generic to all RDBMS. Query to list all views in information schema. It's very interesting to know what all views are available in SQL Server which will be similar to other RDBMS under information schema. You can use this query to list down all 21 views under information schema. How to list down all the objects under information schema. Information schema is created especially for ANSI standards so that developers can use this to develop their code generic for across the RDBMS. So when you run it, it will give you 21 rows. That means 21 views are part of this schema. We have completed our today's session over SQL Server built-in users and schemas. For any questions, please leave comments on video or contact us.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share and comment our videos. Also subscribe to our channel.